Artificial intelligence is brought up to imitate the problem-solving and decision-making capabilities of the human mind. What is artificial intelligence? John McCarthy offers the following definition. It is the science and engineering of making intelligent machines, especially intelligent computer programs. It is related to the similar task of using computers to understand human intelligence, but AI does not have to confine itself to methods that are biologically observable. In a paper published by Turing, often referred to as the father of computer science, offers a test famously known as the Turing test, where a human interrogator would try to distinguish between a computer and human text response. It remains an important part of the history of AI as well as an ongoing concept within philosophy, as it utilizes ideas around linguistics. In the textbook published by Stuart Russell and Peter Novick, it differentiates computer systems on the basis of rationality and thinking versus acting. Also, AI encircles subfields of machine learning and deep learning, which are frequently mentioned in connection with AI. These disciplines are comprised of AI algorithms, which seek to create expert systems, which make predictions or classifications based on input data. As noted in Gartner's hype cycle, product innovations like self-driven cars and personal assistants follow a typical progression of innovation from over-enthusiasm through a period of disillusionment to an eventual understanding of the innovation's relevance and role in a market or domain. So let's go and learn the types of artificial intelligence. There are two types, which is the weak AI versus the strong AI. Weak AI, also called narrow AI or artificial narrow intelligence, is the AI trained and focused to specific tasks that surrounds us today. Narrow might be a more accurate descriptor for this type of AI, as it is anything but weak. It enables some very powerful applications such as Apple's Siri, Amazon's Alexa, IBM Watson, and autonomous vehicles. Strong AI is made up of artificial general intelligence and artificial superintelligence. General AI is a very theoretical form of where a machine would have an intelligence equal to humans. It would have a self-aware consciousness to solve problems, learn, and plan for the future. This superintelligence would surpass the intelligence and ability of the human brain and is with no practical examples in use today. In terms of science fiction, the best example might be the Rogue computer assistant in 2001, A Space Odyssey. So learning about the types of AI. Okay, so let's learn the differences between deep learning and machine learning. Since deep learning and machine learning tend to be used interchangeably, it's worth noting the nuances between the two. As mentioned above, both deep learning and machine learning are subfields of artificial intelligence, and deep learning is actually a subfield of machine learning. Deep learning is actually comprised of neural networks. Deep in deep learning refers to a neural network comprised of more than 3 layers, which would be inclusive of the inputs and the outputs. The way in which deep learning and machine learning differ is in how each algorithm learns. Deep learning, it automates much of the feature extraction piece of the process, while it eliminates some of the manual human intervention required and enables the use of larger data sets. Classical or machine learning is more dependent on human intervention to learn it, also usually requires more structured data to learn. Deep learning can ingest unstructured data in its raw form, and it can automatically determine the hierarchy of features that distinguish different categories of data from one another. Unlike machine learning, it doesn't require human intervention to process data, allowing us to scale machine learning in more interesting ways. So some of the most common examples of AI are: first, speech recognition, also known as speech to text. It is capable to use natural language processing to process human speech into a written format. Example, Siri. Customer service. Online chatbots are replacing human agents along the customer journey. They answer frequently asked questions around topics, changing the way we think about customer engagement across websites and social media platforms. Examples include messaging bots on e-commerce sites with virtual agents, messaging apps, and Facebook Messenger. Computer vision. This AI technology enables computers and systems to derive meaningful information from digital images, videos, and other visual inputs. And based on those inputs, it can take action. Powered by convolutional neural networks, computer vision has applications within photo tagging in social media, radiology imaging in health, and self-driving cars within the automotive industry. Next is the recommendation engines. Using past consumption behavior data, AI algorithms can help to discover data trends to develop more effective cross-selling strategies. Final, automated stock trading, which is designed to optimize stock portfolios. AI-driven high-frequency trading platforms make thousands or even millions of trades per day without human intervention. So let's look into the history of AI intelligence and learn some of the key dates and names. The idea of a machine that thinks dates back to ancient Greece, but since the advent of electronic computing, important events and milestones in the evolution of AI. 1950, Alan Turing publishes Computing Machinery and Intelligence, making it famous for breaking the Nazis' Enigma code during World War II. 1956, John McCarthy coins the term artificial intelligence at the first ever AI conference at Dartmouth College. 1967, Frank Rosenblatt builds the Mach 1 perceptron, the first computer based on neural network that learned through trial and error. 1980s, neural networks which use a backpropagation algorithm to train itself become widely used in AI applications. 1997, IBM's Deep Blue beats then world chess champion Garry Kasparov in a chess match. 2011, IBM Watson beats champions King Jennings and Rod Rutter at Jeopardy. 2015, Baidu's Minhwa supercomputer uses a special kind of deep neural network called a convolutional neural network to identify and categorize images with a higher rate of accuracy than the average human. 2016, DeepMind's AlphaGo program, powered by a deep neural network, beats Lee Sedol, the world champion Go player, in a 5-game match. Yay! So this is all about the AI and the information that we are going to learn about AI in today's video. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye until the next video.